Good afternoon, Mount Pisgah. My name is Deacon Melvin McNeil. And as we pick back up with our Thursday thoughts, I would like to talk a little bit about God's attributes, which I truly hope will encourage you on today. On Saturday, Pastor had sent out a text message on Flock Note hoping to encourage those who felt as if God does not see or hear their concerns, because he does. And I pray that you got some type of encouragement out of that, especially leading into our revival for that week. Sometimes we feel uncertain about our path. Sometimes we feel uncertain about our relationship with God. And it's often that our faith is what helps to guide us. Our faith is what helps to understand God's attributes and how it can provide comfort and strength for us. So let's talk a little bit about a few of his attributes. God's omnipotence. On Luke 137, the ESV version, it says that for nothing will be impossible with God. Nothing will be impossible with God. And that's the belief that God is an all-powerful God who can be a source of relief in times of hardship. He can be that person that you can reach out to when you're going through because he has the power to help. He has the power to heal. He has the power to comfort. He has control over everything, even the situation that you're going through. And his omniscience. In Psalms 147:5, Psalms 147:5 in the new IV, in the NIV version says, "Great is our Lord and mighty in power. His understanding has no limit." And this assures us that he knows all of our struggles and will never leave us. He would never abandon us in our situation because his understanding has no limits. Not today, not yesterday, and not in the future. And I love that about God. And God's omnipresence. Psalms 139:7 and 7 through 10. Psalms 139:7 through 10 says, "Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast." Man, I love that. And this is an attribute of God that is really, really touching to me, because this means that God is everywhere, always watching over us and providing his guidance and protection to everyone, regardless of where you're at, regardless of your situation. It instills a sense of reassurance that we are never truly alone, even in our darkest moments. So let me share a little bit of something about this attribute that I love. My wife and I have 3 daughters. Each lives in a different state. One lives in Illinois, one lives in North Carolina, and the other lives in Texas. If one of our daughters calls us to tell us some exciting and wonderful news, man, we're gonna, this is why we're never around, because we're always flying, taking off, going to our daughters and checking out our grandkids or whatever, right? So we get this exciting news. We then pick up, fly, because we want to be a part of this excitement. We go down there and visit her. We're part of this excitement that she has, this news that she has. Our emotions are running high with joy. But then that same day, one of our other daughters calls to tell us some news that she is feeling really down. Something's going on in her life that's making her feel down. It's news that is keeping her up all night. So we pack up and we fly down to comfort her. We try to lift her up from this sadness that she is going through, because we want to be there for her. But the problem is this. Now our emotional high that we had has now been shifted. We're still excited about our daughter who has this great news, but it now has been shifted because we're in the presence of someone who is needing us to comfort them. Then our third daughter calls to tell us that she is lost. She's trying to make a decision which would either elevate her life for success or set her back. And she needs that guidance from her. So we pack up, fly down to help give her this direction and guidance. Again, an emotional shift because we're in the presence of someone who needs guidance and direction. Just left the presence of someone who needed comfort, left the presence of someone who was on high, but our emotions are shifted. But we can't be there for all three of them at the same time physically. We can't be there and hug on them like we want to. We cannot. So we take away a portion of our time from one of our daughters. We take away the presence from one of our daughters. We take away the emotions that we have for another one of our daughters because we can't give that 100%. And it's hard to give that 100% to each child at the same time with different issues. But this is the exciting part. This is the exciting part that I love about God. Because God can do just that. Man, he can give 100% to me while I am feeling down and out, while I am needing some comforting, while I need someone to speak to talk to. He's giving me that 100%. And this is the exciting part. While he's doing this to me, at the same time, he is giving you 100% if you need that healing power. I'm not lacking anything. His presence is here with me. At the same time, he is giving someone else that guidance that they need. Wow. So I am not lacking because you need something. You are not lacking because I need something. God's all powerful. He's all knowing, and he's everywhere at the same time. So while I am feeling this way, he is over there wiping your tears away when you're feeling down because of a loss of a loved one. And at the same time, he is somewhere else listening to someone else's concerns. That's great. At the same time, he is providing blessings to someone else. But at the same time, he is giving us all his unconditional love. That's powerful. That's powerful. So I want you to understand this. We may not always understand the plan that God has for us, but trusting in his attributes can help us deal with the challenges of life, the things that we have going on daily, whether or not it's a high for us or whether or not it's a low for us. Knowing that he's part of us, knowing that he's living for us, and we can utilize him for that is good. So I encourage you to reflect on these attributes of God. And I want you to find strength in these, knowing that God is present in your life, always, every day, anytime you need him. So I thank you, Mount Pisgah, and I pray you get something out of today's Thursday Thoughts. And remember, even on this platform, I want you to like and I want you to share this. And the reason why I want you to like and share this, just like anything else that is presented on Mount Pisgah's page, is because this is another way of being a discipler. You are sharing the word with others. So please please share this session and anything else that is put out so that others can know the goodness of God. God bless you all, Mount Pisgah, and I love you.